This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Simply put, there is nothing like it in the game of golf. It is by far the biggest spectator event in the sport. We're at TPC Scottsdale in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. And Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
Well, everybody wants to know about 16, the famed par 3 here, surrounded by those skyboxes. Once again, that'll be a topic of the day. But really, this is a regular sight for the PGA Tour. So those of you that were familiar with the golf course, it's now changed. 2014, the designers Morris and Weiskopf did a massive renovation.
Well over 100,000 fans every day, better than 500,000 for the week. It's a giant party mixed in with a heck of a tournament. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Excellent opening tee shot. That ball's right in the fairway. Good contact, good result. You know what I love about Ian Poulter, and we see this at the Ryder Cup when he breathes fire and all that passion, Frank, is that he's like the skinniest kid on the block looking to fight the biggest, baddest guy out there. I mean, he doesn't mind a good fight.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like to be backed into a corner. Ian Poulter, bring it on.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green. But he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Good-looking shot right here. The second shot now to the par 4. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right.
Really. This is an awkward length.
That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. He has this putt for birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Still playing even for the day after the par. One under early in the round. Drops it, and he's at even par. Par 4 second hole, a little bit longer than the first, this one at 442 yards.
Yeah, they've added a new tee, changed the bunkering down the right side. Still a semi-blind tee shot, a hole that bends softly to the left side. The bunkering around this green has changed. Still, it requires a very precise tee shot. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there. I tell you, there's long and long. And that, with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up. That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. Second shot coming out of the rough here. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Not a gimme, but well within his range. He got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law. Even par, currently.
In the hole. To 1 under. 8-foot putt here. -1. He has this attempt for par. Routine stuff for Rory. That's a par. Did the job right there. Frank, what's the strategy here off the tee at the par 5 third?
For the long hitters, they still think that they can reach this par 5 and 2 comfortably with a good tee shot. For the shorter hitters, it really is a thought about where you lay up that second shot to try and leave a good third shot yardage in. Still a good tee shot, though. That hazard down the right side protects against someone who's a little too cavalier off the tee.
Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long, straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. And it looks like it's in the rough there, Frank.
It might not be as bad as it looks. Rich, with a lie like that in the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or two more. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
This is a good-looking shot. He'll need to be strong with this. Not a huge miss, Frank, but did lose this just a little to the right.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to catch a piece of the green, though.
Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read, and missed out on that second part. Well, that's disappointing. That's a drop shot at number 3. A round-changing eagle try for Ian Poulter. That just brings a smile to your face, puts a little pep in the step when you make them from downtown. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Frank, this is the kind of start every player wants.
Yeah, swinging it right. Certainly hit the ball in the right place there, and that good thing too. He's actually putting well.
So with that, the score is now at even par. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So 2 under early on. Here now at the par 3 fourth. Frank, what's the setup here?
Plays a little downhill, so it won't play its full 180 yards. You can perhaps take one club off the decision off the tee. The green, as you can see now, is a little wider than what it was deep. The bunkering, though, is certainly excellent. A little pop bunker on the right side, one there if you come up a little short, and there's another one on the left side should you pull your tee shot.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Birdie attempt coming up for Ian. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
This is straight at it.
That's a really good line. For birdie. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Putting a good round together now at 4 under. Just 5 feet left. Three under on the day. This one just requires a little bit of focus. -3 now for the round. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Now to the 5th hole and a challenging par 4.
Slightly longer this year, played off a new tee at the back, and there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. They've now been put together to form one and in the perfect position that really make you think about your tee shot. It takes a very big drive to try and carry that bunker on the right. It's going to be at least 315 plus yards to get past that. Green itself still tilts a little left to right and back towards the player. And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin. Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
All right, Frank, second shot.
Yeah, it looks like a good lie. Just take maybe half a club more than the distance allows. Still got to check the wind. Don't have to fly the ball all the way to the flag from here. Should be safely on deck.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
That one is bunker bound, it looks like. That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. You know how to play this shot, Frank, right? You keep your chin up, you look down your nose at the ball, you have to pick it cleanly, and keep your head still. Locked in on the read and the speed. In the words of the legendary basketball announcer Marv Albert, from way downtown, yes! Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. This is the strength of his game. Ian Poulter, ready to go. Nice par to remain 3 under. For the par. Has his par. Now to the par 4 6th. Decision time, Frank. Driver, or do you go with 3-wood?
A lot of that's going to depend on if there's any breeze. If the breeze is at your back, you can drive it all the way down the right side and take those 2 bunkers down the right completely out of play. This hole's been stiffened up, though. The length hasn't increased, but that bunkering and that choke point. So, the strategy. Do you have the length to get past them? Or, if you have to lay up, it's going to leave a much longer second shot. Can we get a measure on that one? That's enormous. What a great shot.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank putting it all together today. What a nice performance.
It's been like a clinic so far.
Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Second shot coming out of the rough here. The second shot now to the par 4. Got 80 yards left, Frank.
This one just starts right of the flag.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Wow, I thought he made that.
Oh, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. That birdie looked like a sitter. Now at par.
How about that? 4 under par. So a tester from 4 feet. In for par, and will sit tight at 4 under. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Putt for par. Needs one. And with that, 1 under par. On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed. Still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive, and that green starts to widen.
Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. Birdie attempt coming up for Ian. Not a huge miss, Frank, but did lose this just a little to the right.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to catch a piece of the green, though.
Headed for the bunker? Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. Looks like he just misread that. Now from the bunker.
Yeah, just a little splash out on this par 3.
Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Ian Poulter will make birdie if he can hold this. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Good stroke right there. That's a par and stays at 1 under. Needs this for par. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. 4 under on the day. Did the job right there. Now here at the par 4 8th, slight dogleg to the left, Frank.
And this dogleg's made more severe now by the addition of 2 bunkers. This was a bunkerless hole off the tee in years gone by, but those 2 bunkers certainly make this a sharper dogleg. And because it forces the player to go down the right side, adds length to the already long 475 yards.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one. I mean, that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. Excellent looking shot here. Ian Poulter going for the green on his second shot. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That is a beauty, a real beauty. This is a shot from 115 yards. Frank, how impressive has this round been considering the strong winds?
Oh, it's remarkable, Rich. You look at everybody else out there struggling. This has been a round to save it.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. This requires a lot of speed through the ball. And getting ready for the putt. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Starting to move in the right direction. 5 under after that made putt. Spieth has this for par. Good solid work right there and stays at 4 under. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. He's putting for birdie now. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Here at the par 4 9th hole. Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. It might be a tough shot coming up. That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
And Ian Poulter going for the green on his second shot. Frank, this ball's in the rough. Anything you change in your technique when a ball's sitting down a little bit?
Yeah, you put the ball back a little bit further in your stance because you're going to get a bit of grass between the ball and the club face. So you have to allow for that and keep that club moving. That grass is going to be that grass is going to create a certain amount of resistance.
Locked in on the read and the speed. This one has a chance, and he has it. Beautiful putt. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Starting to put something special together. 6 under par. This would be nice. Birdie on the card. See if he can make it. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, do you buy the old adage, drive for show, putt for dough?
Oh, putting's the great equalizer, Rich.
Stays at 1 under with that par. Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back 9, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
Headed for the bunker? In the bunker, still with a chance for an up and down. Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back nine.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow through. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, I just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Wow, I thought he made that. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole. Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. This would be a nice birdie for Ian Poulter. Now to 7 under par. Has his par. Really has it going at 5 under. On to the par 4 11th hole. Frank, what's the best play here?
No bunkers really here to worry about, Rich, so you have to pick something in the distance as a good line. Something a little bit away from the water that protects the left side of this fairway. And it's adjacent to the 15th hole, the other par 5 coming home. So a good drive, perhaps with a little bit of cut off the tee. And that should shape up nicely for this long par 4.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank. Thank goodness, Frank, back on dry land here.
As long as this one avoids it.
So hit the previous shot in the water, took a drop. This now the third shot. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Well, this is the kind of strong wind that will really test a player. He'll need to be strong with this. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Second shot, good look at the green. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really, you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Poulter will make birdie if he can hold this. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Getting set now over the putt. Six under par now. So a tester from 4 feet. Now at 5 under for the round. He has a birdie opportunity here. Now the train's starting to roll. Birdie to get to 2 under. Poulter getting ready to putt. Good round going, -7. Well, Frank, this is kind of the forgotten par 3 on the back 9 here at TPC Scottsdale. All of that attention on hole number 16. What do you think of the par 3 12th?
This is by far tougher, Rich. Downhill tee shot, especially off that back tee. Bunkering down the left sort of it catches your eye, but it also takes your eye off the water, which is behind and to the right of this green. Got to be careful. This is a real sleeper, this par 3.
Early part of this second 9, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Uh-oh. Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimise the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for. Should be safely on deck.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Oh, now that is going to hurt.
Poulter could use this. It's a birdie putt. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold. Very bold.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
How did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. This is the strength of his game, putting. Ian Poulter set to go. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. No one likes these. Putt for double bogey. So with that, the score is now at even par. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Good, confident stroke. That's what you like to see. Putting for par. Stays at 6 under. Par 5 13. Frank, what kind of scoring opportunity is this?
Well, anytime you get on a par 5, obviously birdies and eagles come to mind. 13's been changed a little bit over the years. The split fairway's gone. Now it's just one fairway. Water in play, bunker on the left side. They certainly define this fairway. And they've toughened up the front and left side of this par 5 green. The longer hitter, the high ball hitter, still will get a reward at 13.
Headed for the bunker? Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. He pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Second from an excellent lie. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. Second shot from the rough. It's on the way.
This is straight at it.
It's a really good line. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful putt.
An awkward length.
These putts keep the round together. Now two to the good side. This from about 10 feet. And he's made it for eagle. This would be nice. Birdie on the par. See if he can make it. Good round going at 6 under. Par 4 14th, and Frank, this hole packs a little punch, doesn't it?
Yeah, the addition of just a little bit more yardage, plus the bunker on the left has been pushed out into the fairway. It actually makes the whole play a little bit longer than its 490 yards. Second shot is a little bit uphill. No longer is there a bunker on the right side. That side of the green is actually open. You don't really want to be trying to miss that green on the right. Should you decide to go at the flag, you're going to have to carry that front bunker.
They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here, because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Oh, come on, that's not even human. That's ridiculous. That is 350 plus yards. Not in the fairway, but not too bad. Just in that first cut. That one is bunker bound, it looks like. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Well, bunker play is really about technique and feel. The two greatest ever are probably Gary Player and Seve Ballesteros. Seve actually was so good, he was so skilled, that he could open up a 3-iron, that's right, a 3-iron, on a short bunker shot from a greenside bunker and splash it to a couple of feet as if he had just used a 60-degree sandwich. Amazing. Tough game, Frank. You can hit 300-yard drives and miss 3-foot putts.
Yeah, there's the ecstasy, and that's the agony.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Takes it to 3 under for the day. Good effort and good par putt. Six under on the day. He's made it. All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island-looking green there, bunker on the left, and also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Well, you can rack up 5, 6, 7. We've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
That is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough.
Rich, do you think we should tell him this fairway out there?
Yeah, he's been in the rough all day long. Ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the whole location from here. Oh, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
NASA, we have a splashdown. After hitting it in the drink, this is the 4th shot.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. The scorecard is quickly adding up.
Set up in the fairway, 200 yards from here. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Frank, this will be from 200 yards, second shot. That one is in the bunker. Lay down.
Inexcusable.
Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Time for the drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it.
So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, whom you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was an inch or two. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
Looks like he just misread that. This is a par try for Poulter. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Playing his third here at the par 5. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. So a tester from 4 feet. So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 12th hole seems to have rattled him a bit. Over the putt, this is Jordan Spieth. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Continuing to play well, -7 now after that putt. Frank, the one moment that sort of made the 16th hole what it is today would have to be Tiger's ace in 1997 here at the TPC Scottsdale when it was raining plastic cups.
It was also his reaction, too, and that ushered in the Tiger Woods era that we became associated with, which is the fist pumping, the rowdy spectators. I mean, he was one of the few players that bridged the gap between spectator and golf course. And it still goes on till today. And I think Rory McIlroy probably is the only other player that starts to broach that type of inside and outside atmosphere with golf.
Still to this day, it's the loudest single moment that I can ever remember hearing on a golf course. Oh, it looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him. This is pretty good, Rich. Maybe just a touch right.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. happy to take two from there. What's one going to feel like? Great putt.
Poulter has a history of getting on runs. He can light it up with a putter. Here's a birdie putt.
Good read, good line, well played.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Starting to really play well, -5. This for par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, 16 was fun. 17 is always exciting here at TPC Scottsdale.
You've got to be careful because that water that sort of goes around the left side of the green, if that ball's coming in with a little bit of hook, it's just going to keep going left. There's the one bunker you really have to focus on. That's the one in the middle of the fairway. 280 will carry that. Chances are the ball can run onto the green. It takes a brave man really to try and fly this ball all the way there. It's not really needed because there's always another 10 or 15 yards of run. Factor that in.
In the water, too bad. So this will be the third shot after taking the drop with the ball going in the water. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Frank, this is always such a difficult spot for a golfer. You just hit one out of bounds, you're trying to regroup.
He's going to need to more than regroup now.
Now on his third shot after being penalized for going out of bounds.
Yeah, tough break really, Rich, on that last shot. It just got away from him.
Well, the tee shot has landed in the bunker. Great professionals, Frank, they don't fear the greenside bunker shot, do they?
No, because you can be as aggressive or as conservative as you want. You actually have far more options. And you don't have to hit the ball first.
And it makes the green in regulation. Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here. He'll need to be strong with this.
Second shot.
This is a par attempt for Ian Poulter. Good roll, solid. That's a par. Settles in over the putt. Now minus 10 for the round. Clean this up with a tap. 9 under for the round. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Doing what needs to be done. You need to make them from that distance.
Rich, 18 was always considered a long finishing hole.
Not for J.B. Holmes.
Yeah, the water was always in play. And then the day he took it over the left side and carried everything and went on to win, that completely changed the way this golf course played ever since that day.
And it resulted in some of the changes we're seeing now.
Yeah, evidence, the new bunkering down the left side. But it showed us all how much and how strong these guys are, how much they've improved over the years.
He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here on the final hole. Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. 120 yards. This won't hurt him. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way. Well, that's the best that was going to be on the fringe.
Not too bad. Locked in on the read and the speed. That's good work right there. Just a tap in. Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Well, the great hits just keep coming. Moves to minus 11 on the day. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That's how you maintain momentum. You make those putts for par. Under par on the day. Just a couple of feet. Continuing to putt with confidence. Really good round out there today. What's the mindset, Frank, to keep it going?
First thing, really, Rich, just try and keep the same composure for tomorrow's round. Get some rest. We know that. Shouldn't really have to hit the range. Swings in good position. Just keep it easy and visualize how tomorrow's going to pan out.